Hello everyone, my name is Yonglo Lin. I will talk about the technology and architecture of our project. In this application, we use lots of library to help us implement the feature easily. In the front end, we use React framework with Redux to manage the state of the application. We also use Bootstrap to build our own component and page. As for the backend, we use Node and Express framework to create RESTful API. Since we use MongoDB as our database, Mongoose is another great library we use to model our application data and interact with the Mongo database. I will talk more detail of each part in the following slides. So first, let's talk about the frontend. I picked three main packages we use to compile and better develop the code. The first one is Bubble. Bubble is a free and open source JavaScript transcompiler. Because we write our code in JSX format, so that we mainly use Bubble to convert JSX to JavaScript. Next is the Webpack. So during the development of the application, there will be more and more code, and the structural files also become more and more complex. Webpack is another package we use to bundle all the code together into one file. It's compatible with Bubble and makes code compile and run easily. The last package I want to mention is Redux. It's a great tool for React. In React, each component has a state, and the states can easily pass down through props, but if the structure becomes complicated, it's redundant and less efficient to pass the state in this way. In this case, Redux allows us to create a central storage to manage the states, and each component could access the central state directly. In this project, we store the user's information in Redux storage because almost each page needs this information. So next, let's talk about the backend. So the first two packages, Brimcrypt, JSON Web Token, are used for authentication feature, which allows user to sign up and log in. In order to keep the user password safe, we have a Brimcrypt in our server to hash the password before saving to the database, and use its built-in method to compare the correctness of the password when user logged in. After that, we set up JSON Web Token library, which also allows us to issue and verify JSON Web Tokens and sign it with our own secret key. Then the server will send the token back to the client and let it know that the user has successfully logged in. Once receive the token from the server, front-end client will store it in the local storage or session to keep the login status. So next package, Muter, is used for the image upload feature. Because each item in our website has an image, so and we in order to upload the image, we can't transform the image directly using JSON format. We have transformed it using form data, and in the backend, we use the library Muter as middleware to handle the multi-part form data, and then image will be stored in the server storage, and we only save the path of the image in the database. The last package is Chorus. Chorus is a Node.js package for providing a Connect Express middleware that can be used to enable Chorus. By using it, the front end and backend could interact and connect with each other, even if they are run on different ports. So next, I would like to talk about the general architecture of our project. Basically, on the front end, we use React and use it to connect to the backend, which is Node and Express framework. And in the Node Express framework has a Mongoose library, which help us to interact and connect with the MongoDB library. We can use some built-in method in Mongoose to help us modify the data in our database. So next is the application architecture of our project. Basically, we have a login page and setup page. After user login, it go to the landing page. So landing page has a list of items, and user can browse the item, find the one they want to buy, and buy the item, and then the item will be stored in the order history in the profile page. Also, user can post their own item if they want to sell something they won't use anymore, so that this is the sell page, and all the data are stored in the MongoDB. So basically, this is the technology and architecture of our project. Thank you.